Hello, listeners. This is Ty376 with Stories from the Friendzone, the segment where I take a story from the subreddit Friendzone and read it. And I should be getting to bed right now, but you know what? There's a new post, so I'm gonna go with it tonight. I was really craving a Jack in the Box milkshake, so I went and got myself one. Wow. I just had a little too much of that. Say something. I met this girl in my sophomore year in high school. She was a freshman at the time. The first thing I noted was how beautiful she was, but I didn't have any feelings for her. Not yet, at least. I loved making her laugh. She had a loud, hearty laugh that some people I know called obnoxious, but I loved hearing it. It would brighten my day. She would smile every day she saw me and go out of her way to talk to me. We talked every damn day for the rest of my sophomore year. Then I decided to ask her to my junior prom. I fell for her. I was shy asking, but I did it. And I still cherish her reaction in my mind. But the next day, she said she changed her mind. She said she liked me as a friend and that she was talking to a guy she liked. Not a boyfriend. I still haven't seen who she was talking about. So I took the loss and sat at home by myself on junior prom night. Yeah. I tried to still keep a friendship over that summer, but with no success. She stopped answering my texts. Then I made a stupid move based off my emotions. I bought her a necklace for Christmas. Alright. She reacted with glee and appreciation, then texted me that day saying that she was not interested in a relationship. That was the final thing she said to me. Senior prom came up, and then I asked her at the last minute to go with me. To much of my surprise, she said yes, so we went as friends. We laughed, made jokes, talked, we danced. After prom, I walked her to our car because I wanted to talk. She knew exactly what I wanted to talk about. I asked her if she even thought about giving me a chance. She said, "Well, I don't really like you like that." I said, "I know," and she said, "Obviously not, since I told you this before." Then I asked her to stay in touch. She nodded, we hugged, and left. I went to basic training for the Army that July. Now here I am, still waiting for her to answer any of my texts, hoping I didn't ruin a friendship. Well, that friendship is dead and gone. Not because you ruined it, because you beat it to death and then tried to fuck the corpse. I think, yeah, it is pretty rough that, she accepted your invitation to the junior prom initially, and then apparently the next day denied it or rescinded it, rather. That's rough. I can definitely relate to asking a girl out to senior prom late. But yeah, I mean, it boils down to the first time that, this thing is brought up. That situation is dealt with right there. She either accepted it or rejected it. So she knows you got a thing for her. And you know it too, but you're not going to admit it, which I'm going to get to in a second. But, once the situation is brought up, i.e. inviting her to the prom or whatever, that's kind of a big move, so she kind of knows what your intentions are. And not only is she going to deny you, but she's going to say, she's kind of looking at other options. Apart from that, dude, after that, I mean, yes, try to keep a friendship, that's fine. But like buying the necklace for Christmas, dude, come on, man. Big no-no. You guys aren't in a relationship. There's nothing going on like that. I mean, Christmas is a huge deal. Yeah, you don't drop a necklace on a girl for Christmas unless she's your wife, basically. And you know what kind of necklace that I'm talking about. And since you know what kind of necklace I'm talking about, you would understand why she was your wife at that point. Yeah, the main thing, other thing that I wanted to get to was you got to admit to yourself that that's what you're trying to get at. You got to think for this girl, so far as to admit it via inviting her to prom. So you gotta stare it in the face. When she rejects you, you gotta understand that that's what that is. You gotta understand that she is rejecting your romantic approach. And after that, no romantic approach on her is going to work. That situation has already been addressed. Like I said, you have to admit to yourself that that's what you're doing. I think throughout the entire post, I'm trying to pinpoint it, but you said that, after prom, after the senior prom, you wanted to talk. You wanted to talk, right? Of course she knew what you were going to talk about because you guys have already talked about it. Yeah, basically, as far as this relationship goes, or you wanting to be in a relationship with this girl, it's not going to happen. Like I said, it boils down to what I said. You address the situation the first time, and if it didn't work then, it's not going to work later. Unless, I don't know, you hear some stories, but don't think about that because that's not this story. Anyway, it's definitely time for me to go to bed. Thanks for listening. We'll check you later.